Hi and welcome to my channel. So the UK government has recently made massive changes to the UK visitor visa. And let me tell you, there's a whole lot of hype regarding this visa recently, especially on YouTube, with lots of videos saying, hey, you can now work on a UK visitor visa, good news. And consequently, and not surprising, I have got lots of messages regarding this. And some people are indeed celebrating and saying, hey, Melvis, this is really good news. The fact that I can just move to the UK on a visitor visa and work. Let me tell you, it is not as simple as just taking your normal basic standard visitor visa, coming to the UK and working. And that's why I felt the need to do this video, so that we don't end up with more people coming to the UK. They don't have any relatives, no money, broke, they cannot work, they cannot do anything, thinking, oh, I saw this on YouTube. And so in today's video, I'm going to be explaining the circumstance that you can come to the UK on a visitor visa, what you can do, and the different types of visas that they have, because there are three completely different UK visitor visas. So when you just hear visitor visa, look, it is not your standard basic one. So if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, as usual, I appreciate your time. And so I'm going to be giving you all of these details. The first thing is that with a normal standard basic UK visitor visa, when you come to the UK on that visa, you will not be able to do anything at all. You're not allowed to work. You're not allowed to study. You're not allowed to apply for jobs. You're not allowed to do interviews. Absolutely nothing. But before I even get into all the nitty-gritty, I do have a newsletter. I've dropped a link in the comment section below. So when you join my newsletter, which is completely free, you drop your name and email and you're part of it. I send information to you, such as what I'm sharing in today's video, UK visa changes and updates. I also share information about free visa sponsorship opportunities to move to the UK or to switch your visa if you're already in this beautiful, amazing country. I share information about career progression opportunities. I'm really passionate about career progression, because I started my own UK journey as well as a carer in a nursing home. I have then progressed to working as an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing position in the profession. I share info about side hustle ideas that you can get started in order to earn more money, supplement your income. Because the truth is, all these visa jobs that we even talk about, they're very low paying jobs, and some of the lowest paying jobs in the UK. The salaries are very, very miserable. And look, if you're on these jobs, it should only be as a way to keep your visa status, but you've got to look for other ways to earn extra income. And that's why I'm keen on bringing all these different opportunities directly to your inbox. You're also going to find my contact details, in the comment section on my newsletter. There's my WhatsApp number as well as my email address, so that if you need to contact me privately, then do feel free to do so. Otherwise, if you've got any questions, please leave that in the comment section below, and I'm more than happy to join you there to respond. Or other people indeed who have similar experiences can also join in and contribute. And that's why the comment section is so powerful, because you can also get other people's perspectives. So what are the different types of UK visas? So there's the UK standard visitor visa. That's kind of like the umbrella that has all of the UK visit visas. The main reason it's called a visit visa, it just means that it is a temporary visa and you just come into the UK for a fixed period of time to do something really, really specific. So the basic one, the first type, is like the tourist type, the visitor, which is where you come into the UK for holidays, or you're coming to visit your family, or you're coming for a graduation ceremony, you're coming for a wedding, to attend a wedding, or, where somebody has invited you to visit them for family reasons or whatever reason, or you're coming to the UK just for holidays or sightseeing. Because if you're not aware, you don't necessarily need somebody in the UK to send you an invitation letter. I get all random people that I don't even know writing to me and saying, Melvis, can you send me an invitation to come to the UK, girl? I'm like, you don't need an invitation to come to the UK. You can just come there. You're going to see Buckingham Palace. Just need to write that on your visa application. It's been my dream to see Buckingham Palace, and that's why I'm coming to the UK. And guess what? You're going to get a visa. Yes, you don't need to have somebody in the UK to come here for a visit. If you do, good and fine, but if you don't, you can still come. And by the way, I do have a private career coaching program. I've dropped a link in the description box below, or the about section of this channel, where I offer one-to-one personalized, tailored, and individualized guidance with all the things that I've mentioned: free visa sponsorship jobs, how do you apply, what do you need to do, what about your CV, what about the interview preparation, what is the best job for your personal circumstances, what's the best visa for you to pursue, what about the jobs, the interview, your CV, everything. NHS Jobs, my all-time favorite NHS Jobs, apprenticeship, so you can study in the UK, without paying any tuition fees. And in fact, you will be paid to study, as well as clinical, non-clinical healthcare jobs in the UK. So I support with that to make sure that you're on the right track, you know what is expected. And I can tell you that it is a journey that needs a lot of time, a lot of persistence. I always like to say this because nothing good is easy, obviously. But I'm sharing this for the top 1% of people that, like me, are invested in personal and professional development, because 99.9% of people won't be interested in the things that I'm saying because they have no interest in progressing in their careers or doing things the right way. So obviously, that's your own choice. But I mean, I'm talking to the top 1% of people that are similar to me and keen on personal and professional development. So if this is you, by the way, and if you're watching this video, then yes, you are, and then check that out in the description box or about section, or do contact me. My details are in the comment section if you want to hear more about that program and what is in it for you, rightfully so. So that's the first type of UK visitor visa. The next type, therefore, is coming to the UK on a standard visitor visa, but for business reasons. So all this hype is really about this visa, not the previous one we talked about. Because if you're in the UK to visit family, look, you're not allowed to do anything. There's no change with that. But if you're coming for business reasons, then yes, indeed, you can attend interviews, you know what I mean? You can attend conferences, you can sign contracts, you can look for jobs. So that is different. But as you know, if you're coming to the UK for business reasons, they're going to ask you for supporting information. You better have the supporting information that they need to support the reason for your visit. And so that's all you need. But this is really the visa that all the hype is about, and that the UK has introduced and made some changes. Not your standard basic UK visitor visa where somebody invites their mom or dad, brother or sister, or friend, whatever, to come to the UK for a particular period of time, for 6 months or whatever. Still, you cannot obviously extend that particular visa, and so nothing has really changed. But mind you, this standard visitor visa for business reasons, it doesn't mean you're coming to the UK to work. It clearly says you're not allowed to work in the UK on this visa. You're not even allowed to do unpaid work or paid work, so you're not allowed, which means that if you are employed by a UK company, but you work overseas for a UK company, you can use this visa to come to the UK to attend a conference, to attend training and things like that. But you cannot be employed on this visa working in the UK. If you are coming to the UK through that company, then if you're going to be working from the UK, the government has specifically said they need to give you a skilled worker visa. And obviously, you need to meet the requirements for a skilled worker visa. But if you're coming temporarily, which means potentially less than 6 months, and you're just coming to attend training that is part of your job, then you can use this visa to come. If you're also coming to attend an interview or a conference, like I've said, you can use this visa, but you cannot work on this visa. You cannot be paid on this visa, which means that if you're using this pathway to come to the UK, you better be on top of your game and know where you're going to live, how you're going to make money and all that. Because if you come on just to get into the UK and you've got nobody here, you're thinking you're going to get a job, life will be tough. And the reason I'm sharing this is to dissuade anybody from using this visa to come to the UK if they don't have a plan. Because some people believe that getting to the UK is all they need. It doesn't matter how they are going to live, what's going to happen, but at least they are already here. Personally, that's not really my perspective, but obviously we all come from different circumstances, and so the way we perceive life and the way we see things is very, very different. So that's why I can only share my honest opinion about this particular visa. And by the way, if you're enjoying this content, hit the like button. It lets me know that you enjoy content like this, and obviously I should do more. Also share this with your friends, loved ones, colleagues, so that they're aware of this. And the simple question here is, can you work in the UK on a standard visitor visa? The simple answer is no, you cannot. There is no circumstance that you're allowed to work on this visa. That is a reality. And the UK government on their website, they have underlined this. They have put it in bold because look, they know. Because the next thing is going to be that people will be flogging in here with this visa and then saying, oh, I watched the YouTube video saying I could work on this visa. Look, you're on your own, because guess what? The law does not pardon any ignorance. If you're ignorant and you watch a video that somebody's done on YouTube saying you can work on that visa, you come to the UK and up in trouble, look, it's not good for you. And that's why I always say, the UK government website needs to be your best friend. It's good to use YouTube for information purposes because obviously I'm recording this video on YouTube, but do some more research. You know what I mean? Dig deeper, find the information. If you're part of my private coaching program, if you check on the community hub, I put a lot of information on there. But if you have any doubts, I'm just a phone call away. You know, just give me a call and I'll go through everything with you in greater detail. And if you need any specific links, you need any clarity, I'll provide that clarity for you with supported evidence, obviously, from the government website, because it's not about my views and my opinions. It's about what the government is saying, which is the point here. So the third type of UK standard visa visa is for study reasons. So you can come to the UK with a standard visa visa to study rather than getting a student visa. And this is valid if what you're studying is going to be less than 6 months. So if it's less than 6 months, for example, you're coming to the UK to study English, you know, many Chinese students or people from, you know, various countries that don't speak English that want to learn English in the UK come through this visa. So you don't need to come on a student visa. You simply take a standard UK visitor visa and then choose study reasons. And then you're more than welcome to study. Also, it's more of a self-sponsorship route as well. If you're a healthcare professional that requires professional registration, like in the case of doctors with the GMC, in the case of nurses, for example, with the NMC, and in the case of allied healthcare professionals with the HCPC registration. So again, it's about registration with that professional body. You can also use this visa to come to the UK to write those exams, to do those assessments like OSCEs, and then so that if you gain professional registration and you're successful, then you can work in the UK as the professional, you know, that you are. But again, this is a pathway that you're not allowed to work or study, obviously. But the good thing with the study route is that you can do a placement. So you can do unpaid work as placement. But this has got to be organized and negotiated long before you get to the UK. Because when you go to the embassy to get a visa, that is the evidence that you're going to support, that you're going to provide in order to support your application. So as you can see, there is no instance that you can use this visa to just come and work as a normal job legally. It is not possible. So please be very careful with how you interpret these videos, but do make sure that you're going to the government website. If you get the hints from YouTube, that's good. Go to the government website and read more information about it. And like I said, if you're part of my private coaching program, I'm always just a phone call away. Give me a call and I'll take the time to go through it with you. If you don't know where to find those links, don't worry. Call me and I'll send those links to you if it's not on the community hub, because that's the point of the program, isn't it? It's about your convenience. So check out this other video that I've linked up specially for you.